If you own a home in Lake County, Illinois, I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes because you might be leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single year and you probably don't even know it. Okay, so let's talk about something that literally every single person asks me about when they are buying or selling a home in Lake County: property taxes. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Illinois has the second highest property taxes in the entire country. You know who beats us and who's worse? New Jersey. The average Illinois family pays over $6,200 a year in property taxes on a median priced home. Do you want to know what the national average is? Less than $3,000. So we are paying more than double of what most Americans pay. Now let that sink in. And here in Lake County specifically, the effective tax rate runs around 2.68%. So if your home is worth $350,000, you could easily be paying $9,000 or more every single year just in property taxes. That is $750 a month just in taxes, on top of your mortgage, like your purchase price and your interest rate. So why is it so high? Well, here's what most people do not realize. It is not just one tax, it is layers. When you own a home in Lake County, you are paying into multiple taxing bodies, all stacked on top of each other at the same time. So your school district, your township, county, forest preserve, library, park district, fire protection districts, and more. Illinois has nearly 7,000 local government units with the power to collect property tax, more than any other state in the entire country. And schools alone take up nearly 2/3 of your entire property tax bill. So when school budgets go up, and they have been going up, your bill goes up with it. In fact, tax bills in some Lake County townships went up an average of 5% just last year, even though inflation was only around 3.4%. So bills are going up faster than inflation. Okay, so now I have you thoroughly stressed out. Let's talk about what we can actually do. And I want to be real honest with you here because there are a few different options and not every option is for every person. So stay with me, please. Before you do anything else, and I mean anything, check your exemptions. This is the lowest hanging fruit and most people are missing at least one exemption. In Lake County, there are general homestead exemptions that lower your assessed value by potentially $8,000. But you have to actually be living in the home as your primary residence and you have to apply for it. If you bought your home and nobody told you to apply, you might not have it. You might have been overpaying for years if you don't have that. And then there's the senior exemption if you're 60 or older. And on top of that exemption, another $8,000 of your assessed value. So that can save you money. And if you're a senior with a total household income of $65,000 or less, you may qualify for something that's called the senior freeze. This locks in your assessed value so you cannot go up because of rising home prices. Now, I want to be clear, it freezes the assessment, not the tax rate. So your bill can still go up if the rates go up, but it is still significant protection for seniors on a fixed income. There are also exemptions for disabled persons and returning veterans. If you or someone in your household qualifies and you are not getting that exemption, that is real money walking out of your door every single year. You can verify all of your exemptions online at the Lake County Chief County Assessment Office website. Or honestly, just send me a message and I will help you figure it out. But here's where I want you to slow down and I want to be really real with you, because this is the part most people get wrong, or they hear about it and they think it sounds too good to be true. You have the right to appeal your property's value every single year in Lake County. And here's a wild statistic. Over 60% of homeowners in Illinois are over-assessed and paying more than they should be. But only about 10% actually appeal it. So most people are just paying more than they have to and walking away. Appeals can absolutely work. The Board of Review, which is the group that hears your case, has the power to lower your assessment if you win. And those savings can carry you forward for multiple years. But this is really important. Appealing is not for everybody. And I also want to be honest with you about that because most people on social media will tell you, go appeal, and they leave out the part where it can actually hurt you. First, you are not appealing your tax bill. You are appealing your assessed value. That is a really important distinction. The Board of Review has the authority to raise, lower, or keep assessment exactly the same. So if you go in there without a strong case, you could walk away with nothing, or in rare situations, it could hurt you and your assessment could go up. So they have to notify you if that happens, but it can happen. Second, and this is where that one really bites sellers the hardest. If you were thinking of selling your home in the next 1 to 2 years, you need to be very careful before you file an appeal. Because when you successfully lower your assessed value, you're essentially telling the county your home is worth less. And buyers, their agents, and appraisers look at that. You could actually be working against your own sale price without even realizing. I have seen it happen. Please talk to your real estate agent before you do anything. Third, this process takes time. We are talking 5 to 7 months from the start to finish on a straightforward case. If you have to take it further, it could be looking at over a year. So who should consider appealing? Homeowners who recently bought their home and paid less than what the assessment says the home is worth. Homeowners who have not appealed in several years. People who are not planning to sell anytime soon. And anyone whose property has real issues, deferred maintenance, condition problems, things that genuinely affect the market value. And who should pump the brakes before appealing? Anyone thinking about listing their home in the near future. Talk to me first before you file anything. That one conversation could save you from a really costly mistake. Now for buyers, this one is specifically for you. Before I let any of my buyers make an offer on a home in Lake County, I personally pull the full tax history on that property. Not just what the seller tells us or what online tells us, but the actual history. Because taxes can spike after a sale when the county reassesses based on your new purchase price. And I want you walking into closing with zero surprises about what that monthly payment could actually look like, with taxes included. I do this for every buyer I work with, and it is completely free. It is just a part of how I do business. But look, property taxes in Lake County are real, and they are high, and they are not going away anytime soon. But you do not have to accept whatever bill shows up in your mailbox without understanding it. Check your exemption. Know your assessed value. And if you are buying or selling, please work with somebody who actually pulls this information for you before you make one of the biggest financial decisions of your life. My name is Alyssa Pimentel, and I'm a real estate agent right here in Lake County, Illinois. If you want me to pull the tax history on a home you are looking at, or if you just want to know what your home is actually worth in today's market, send me a message. I do it for free, no strings attached. Save this video, share it with a friend or a neighbor who needs to hear this, and I will see you in the next one.